This is my drawing of Kakashi from Naruto, and today I'm going to guide you through each of the steps so that you could draw this yourself. So grab your pen and paper and let's get started. Let's begin today's lesson in the center page with the eyes. We're going to leave a gap in the center. Let's start over on the left. We're going to bend the eye going up and then out. Let's line this up on the right and do the exact same thing, going out towards the outside of the eye. Now from here, it's going to bend the eye coming down and then in. Now let's curve the eye coming back in towards the inside. Now I'm going to add some thickness across the top of the eyelid. Start from here, draw a short angle line going up and out, and then we want to taper this towards the inside of the eye, and then fill the lash in black. Let's go to the center of the right eye. We're going to draw a small circle tucked in underneath the eyelid for the pupil, and then we'll fill that in black. Let's go to the center of the right eye and draw a slightly larger circle around the outside of the iris. I'm going to add some detail inside the eye with a point in the center and 2 more points along the bottom. Now let's draw in the eyebrow. From the left side, we're going to bend this up and then out. Let's do the exact same thing on the right. And then we'll bend this out and then down. Let's add a fold along the inside of the brow, coming in and then up. Now I'm going to go back to the corner of the eyes. We're going to add a small fold, coming down and then out. Now just up above the eyebrows, we're going to draw a curve for the headband, starting all the way over on the left, then it's down, across the middle, and then back up. Let's tuck the eyebrows in underneath. From the end, we're just going to taper this so it's wider, going up underneath the headband. And draw the top of the eyebrow coming in towards the inside of the brow. Now I'm going to go back to the inside of the eyebrow. We're going to add 2 curves for a fold. Let's go back up to the side and draw the side of the head. From the edge of the headband, we're going to step in, bend this down, and then in towards the jaw. Let's go to the outside of the headband, curve the hair coming down and then in. Now I'm going to work our way down towards the chin. So we're just going to round up the jaw, coming down in an angle towards the chin, and then do the exact same thing on the right. And then round up the chin with a curve. Let's go back up underneath the eyes and draw the edge of the mask. I'm going to start over on the left, curve this up and then down, bend this down, and then curl that back up towards the side of the head. Now I want to see the edge of the nose. So we're going to start over on the right side, draw a straight line coming down, bend this down and across, bend this down towards the middle. Go up and out towards the right. And I just want to taper this up toward the top point. Now I'm going to go back to the side of the head and draw in the ears. Let's start up here. Bend this up and then out with a short line. Round out the ear coming down towards the bottom. Bend this down and then in towards the side of the head. Now I want to add a fold across the outside of the ear, coming down. And then on the inside, we're going to add a hook. Let's draw the side of the headband. Starting on the left, bend this out and then in to create a fold on both sides. Now over on the left, we're going to add 1 more bump going out towards the top. Let's curve the top of the headband, coming across and over toward the center. Now I want to brush the hair down on top. So from here, we're going to step up, curve this across and then down, bring that back up. Let's add a slightly larger one, coming down, and then back up. And step down, go across the side of the headband, down towards the bottom, and bend this back up. Now I want to go back to the left side. I'm going to brush the hair up towards the spikes. So let's start on the left. Going out, bring that back in, curve this up, and in. Let's add another one. We're going to start to brush this around the side of the head. Let's add a larger one, going up and then in, and then bring that down. Let's add a long one going all the way across towards the right. Bend that back down. Let's add a short one going up and back in. Another one going out and then down. And I want to add a large one curling this up. Bring this all the way down towards the side of the head and then in. Now I'm going to fill this gap with a few more spikes. Going up, coming down. Let's add another one. Going out and then back in towards the side of the head. Now we're going to go back to the center of the headband and add that metal plate. So we're going to start over left, leaving a gap across the top and bottom. We're going to add a curve. Do the same thing on the right, just underneath the hair. Now I'm going to follow the curve of the headband, going across and then in between. Let's add another curve across the bottom. Now I want to add 3 rivets on either side. So one on the corners, and then one in the middle. Then on the right, we're just going to add 2. Let's add that symbol in the center. So we're going to start on the top right. We're going to add a swirl going all the way around. Come in and then up. On the top right, draw a short angled line. From the left side, angle this down. Go across towards the bottom. Now let's go underneath the ears and draw the collar. We're going to start on the left side, curl this around, and then in. And then from here, it's going to bend this in and then down. Let's close out the bottom with a curve. From the bottom corners, draw a straight angle line coming down and out. Now we're going to go back up to the top underneath the ear, curl this around, bend that in so it gets wider across the front of the collar. Bend this in and then down towards the bottom. Let's add a zipper in the center with 2 lines. Now I want to draw the outside of the collar. So from the outside of this curve, draw a short line coming down towards the shoulders. Bend this down and then back in. Now we're going to go back to the bottom of the collar, slope the shoulders going out and then down. Now just underneath the jaw, we're going to draw 2 straight lines coming down the side of the neck. And we're going to add some hair along the side. So let's start from the top, then it's down and out. Pull this in. Let's add a couple more points coming down the side of the neck. And then tuck that in towards the side. Let's do the exact same thing on the right. Let's go to the side of the chin, draw 2 straight angled lines coming down and in across the throat. Now we're going to add a thick trim going across the center of the collar. So we start on the top, just go across the middle, just follow that same curve coming in, and we'll bend that down towards the bottom. And then we'll just trace the same thing on the right side. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Now I'm going to use that same thin marker and add that scar across the right eye. Let's sign our art and add a splash of color, and that's pretty much it. That's how I draw Kakashi from Naruto. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, you might want to check out this video over here. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.